This is week 39, day number 1. I want to welcome you to this live training again. And today's topic has to do with, of course, making more retirement income and building your nest egg while not breaking the bank. You can start with very little real estate. And really, in investing your money, the point is that if you have a nest egg, whether it's your savings account or your IRA, your 401k, your any of these retirement accounts, you are able to take that money, put it into real estate, and grow it with the help of real estate. So it's very, very important for us to understand how to keep the money safe before we really move on to actually growing it. As you know, real estate is one of the safest ways to secure your money if you know what you're doing. So the goal of this channel is to show you what I've been doing. And hopefully that's number one. Number two is hopefully we can do things together, because there are things that I've been doing that you may not know about, that you can just kind of like, boom, right away, plug yourself into those things and you start growing your nest egg. So that is the mission of this channel. That's the mission of all the videos, is to help you grow your nest egg. Help you, if you have just a small amount, how do we grow it and grow it and grow it, right? And the way to do it is to make smart decisions when it comes to real estate. That's it. You don't have to find your own deals. You don't have to spend thousands and tens of thousands of dollars in marketing. You don't have to cold call anybody. You don't have to follow up with anybody. None of that stuff. Benefit of partnering with us is that we do all of that. That's our mission. That's our goal, is for us to do that. We are spending tens of thousands of dollars. We are cold calling and then making follow-up calls. And we are putting all of the effort on our end, so that when we do have a deal, all you have to do is just kind of grow your money, plug yourself into the deal once we have a live one. So you can grow your nest egg, you can make retirement income, you can make passive income, cash flow, rental income very easily if we are working together to that end. So today, as always, every call, every session, we make phone calls. The purpose of those phone calls is to show you how we interact with potential sellers, how we are structuring the conversation, how we ask the sellers to finance their property for us. How we can make a cash offer, how we can buy it subject to the mortgage, or how the seller can finance the property for us. So we are going and asking people to help us build our retirement income. We can't do that. Like, I can't just say I have this money and then I'll invest it. Real estate doesn't really work that way. It's a team sport. Maybe, there's people out there who are super smart that can do real estate without the help of anybody, but they have capabilities that we simply, the regular mortals like us, we don't have. So in our case, we have to ask people for help. One of the biggest things we ask, as I said, is financing. Buying it subject to the mortgage, buying it seller financed, Sometimes we even just ask, hey, let me rent your property for a while. I'll just rent it. And then we do what some people call master leasing, right? So there are so many different ways that we structure things. And that's the purpose of showing you the phone calls. So you can kind of see how we're structuring these deals. And then if you see a deal that you like, that you want to participate in, then you just let us know. And that is not a specific way of participating. You can even just come in and learn how to do the deal. You could even, say, hey, I'm boots on the ground. I want to go and see this property. Let's collaborate. This is a community of people who are small in number. We don't need that many people. We need 10 people, right? But for those 10 people, we build these videos, and then somebody else eventually comes in. We don't need to have millions of views on our videos, hundreds of millions, because we could never collaborate with all of them. I've been predicting, because I do have a degree in digital marketing. And back in 2006, I predicted, and not that I'm like a guru or anything. I'm not an advisor. This is, as a matter of fact, I mark my videos as entertainment, that's all, because I don't want anybody to tell me that I'm offering advice to anybody. I don't. I am just offering what I do. So what I've done, my experience, I'm just sharing my experience and vlogging about it, right? But in 2006, I thought to myself, this thing, the internet thing, is going to take off, and a lot of people are they're gonna just flock to all the major national and international, I guess, posts, because back then it was like websites and stuff, But then YouTube came out, and then the same thing. So you saw these trends of like millions of followers and millions of people going towards one specific website or video or whatnot. But I always thought that it was local. The internet will eventually come back and stabilize itself into local. And I thought, eventually the noise was going to clear, the smoke was going to clear, and then people would go back to why the internet was created in the first place. It was to connect with people with the same mindsets, same interests, and then they'd form a community. And we're seeing the transition in the internet right now to where people want to belong to a community. And I apologize for the long explanation there, but that's the reasoning behind this channel. This channel, I hope, does not get to millions and billions of views. I hope not, because then I'll never be able to connect personally with anybody. And my intention is to connect with every single one of the members of this community personally. I want to speak to you on the phone. I want to make sure that we are building our interests are aligned, so that your nest egg is protected and our interests are also protected. So we want to make sure that everyone is behind the same mission, which is, for all of us to generate retirement income, so that when we're not able to work, that income comes in, or we don't want to work. I mean, sometimes you don't want to work. So I retired at the age of 34 or something like that. But I got bored, because there are so many, lazy days, only so many lazy days you can have before you get itchy and you want to get back to work. And I remember thinking back then, it's kind of silly to not do anything all day and just kind of relax at the beach. It seems like a huge waste of time. And I admit, I look back and I think, I spent like 2 or 3 years just doing nothing. And I admit that was a huge waste of time. Huge waste of time in terms of like not doing anything. Because even though I was spending time with my kids need to see, progress. They can't just have fun, we were homeschooling and stuff. So they need to see progress. They need to see hard work. And so I decided, you know what, I'll never do this again. I'm going to work hard until I can't work hard any longer. So that's why I work very hard. And you can see that we make a lot of phone calls here and stuff. So that's a little bit of a background about me and the reason behind this channel. So I was just typing it in the notes because I don't edit anything in this channel. So how to grow your nest egg. Well, I always use this example and you'll see it on a lot of my videos, but $100,000 gets you $100,000 worth of every other investment, right? But when you go into real estate or private equity, $100,000 can buy you a lot more. But real estate is easier to understand because with $100,000, $100,000 can buy you $1 million worth of real estate quite easily, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I get it that the debt is going to be for, you'll owe $900,000, but you still got a loan from the bank or somebody, a private individual or something, for $900,000. Now try getting a loan to go buy stocks. Not so good, So that's the power of real estate. People trust it and they'll give you a loan against real estate. So the secret to that, to understanding how to grow your nest egg, is that you can take the position of the bank and you don't have to do $100,000 or $900,000 loan. You can do it with $900. You'll give somebody $900 and then you make money on the deal. I often do this, like we'll take $1,000, right? And then somebody can't close on their deal and they're desperate, for an earnest money deposit, and because we have a relationship because of our community, right? I feel good, I feel real good about it. I know that they know what they're doing, and so I'll just send $1,000. And I'm like, okay, so can you give me back? What will you give me back for $1,000? And they're like, well, because I'm like, in a tough situation, I'll give you back, $1,000. And I'm like, well, it's not really worth my time doing it like that. So what they do is like, no, we'll give you $1,000, once we close. But then when we go and fix the property, fix and flip it, then once that transaction is complete, then we'll give you another $1,000 or $2,000, right? So I can take $1,000 and double it or triple it, within like 6 months. So if I did that twice a year, let's just say I double it, every 6 months, then I quadrupled it by the end of the year. So I can take $1,000, my nest egg, right? And then I'll have 4 times as much by the end of the year. But then you have exponential growth too, because now you can divide the $4,000 that now you have, and then you can do 4 other transactions, and then you can double that too, So now you have $8,000 coming back within 6 months. So now you'll have potentially $10,000 to $16,000 before the end of the year. Right. But it doesn't take the full 6 months. I mean, some of these guys, they do it really fast. They can do it in 90 days. So in 90 days, you get $2,000 in addition to your $1,000. And now you have $3,000, right? So So it becomes really, really powerful when you do that. Also, you can do this, pay attorneys costs, divorce attorneys, probate attorneys, that type of thing. Some of these guys, wholesalers, flippers, real estate investors, they're always looking for money. If you understand that, then you form these relationships with them, and you'll grow your money. I just got somebody, a friend of mine, that just got a settlement payment for almost $200,000, and she says, "Hey, can I send you this money and like just make money with it?" And because we're good friends, I'm like, okay, let's open up a separate account, bank account, and then it can be like a joint account, and then I'll just sort of take your money and put it in different places, and I'll just make the decisions of where to place it, and she just grows her money like that. So it becomes really powerful when you do that. Of course, I secure her money better than if it was my own money, because she's a friend. She's a really good friend of mine, so that's what you can do with real estate. But it all begins with the deal. A lot of people say it's more important to, focus on raising money and stuff. And to a degree, that's true. But money is always chasing good deals. Let's just put it that way. Money will always chase good deals. If you have a good deal, money will always chase it. And if you have an ability to find good deals, money will always chase it. So that's why we do this. So we understand that we find good deals in this channel, and we find, people who want to participate in the deals. So that's what we're about to do right now. So give me a like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, comment below, contact me below if you want to be a part of the deals. Now we're going to go into making calls. I'll explain the calls. I'll explain the deal. I'll explain why it's a good opportunity, that type of thing, as we make every call. Because I want you, a lot of people teach you on YouTube, but they don't show you, they tell you what you should do or what you can do, or that what they claim that they do, but they never show you what they actually do. I never edit my videos. I never do. This is live training, right? So you will see the calls, you will hear me make mistakes, you will hear me struggle, you will see me struggle, you'll see people yelling at me, you'll see all kinds of different things, calling me liar, calling me names, or you'll see all of that. And I don't leave any of that out, because if you want to do this on your own, you have to have the right expectations, right? So comment below, let me know if how we can help, how we can do deals together, how you can grow your nest egg. So we are going to go and find sellers who want to sell, who will allow us to take over their payments, who will allow us to rent their properties from them, who will finance the properties for us. So essentially, we're applying for mortgages every single day. We're applying for financing, and we don't have to even show our credit. That's what we do. And when people give us financing, that's an opportunity for us to make money and for you to make money. All right. So let's go into that side of the call. Please don't leave, because this is important. First lead. This is in Florida. They own more than 2 properties, want to get rid of first one. They are getting old, can't manage it anymore, has tenant on a monthly basis, needs minor update, selling it at ASAP. They want about 160,000 negotiable. Let's see here. Where is it? $160. This is in Tampa. It's like a 1-bedroom, two bed, 1 bath, under 1,000 square feet. But listen, properties are a luxury in Florida. Who knows? Let's see. I'm gonna call George, Norietta. I don't think they're going to answer.
Noretta, please leave a message and I will call you back as soon as possible. God bless.
Okay. It's raining here. I work in my garage, as you know. Let me send her a text. Good morning, Noretta. Calling you back about let's see. Chelsea Street. Okay, let's see. Let's go on to the next one. Before we do that, we are going to move this around. So I use a CRM system just to keep track and keep all the leads need to be kept organized. Let's see here, this one here, no contact made. So I called, but I couldn't get a hold of her. So I just make a notation, called, no answer. Now I move on to the next lead. Okay. Okay, this one here is Palm Coast. Okay, that's great. This is nearby. So I pay attention to these ones here. Okay, so 334 Zestimate. Rent is $21.99. Estimated refi payment is $22.41. So it wouldn't cash flow because the rent is lower than the estimated refi payment. So we have to figure out a way to get our payments below $2,000 here, like below $1,800. So maybe their mortgage is lower. Okay, let's see. They were planning to sell it. It's rented and the lease will expire very soon. Have to speak to tenant. Pursue and purchasing this. Owner is out of state, getting old. Open for offers. Okay. Joseph and Barbara.
Please leave your message for
Joseph Stock.
Okay. So I'm sending a text message. Let's see. No answer. Okay. So now again, I put it into the field where I called and made no contact. I texted. We just keep moving. Okay. This is our day. It's just filled with calling people so we can get you deals. We want to get you deals so you can make money. You can grow your nest egg. Okay, this guy is out of state. Okay. This one is in Sanford, is not too far from us. Okay. Let's see what he says. They were thinking about selling it because they have personal issues. They wanted a follow-up in a week. Okay, so it's been about a week. So William, let me take a second look at this property here. I keep checking my phones just in case people call me back, you know. Let's see. They can either call or text through our system. So I don't see any calls there. Nope. Okay. All right. Sanford. Okay, so let me see how far. Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive from Daytona. Sometimes we don't get anybody, you know.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
You know, there are some days I have never been able to explain this. There are some days, and you will see, I think, the last video, the last actually 4 or 5 videos, everyone I call picks up, like everyone. And and they're good calls. But then sometimes you call and nothing. You can't get a hold of anybody. And then whenever you do, they're not good calls. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know how that happens. Okay. This guy texted and exactly what I said. So I just called him and he says he's not interested. He texted me. So he will go in a 6-month nurture. Unless they ask to be removed specifically, we still attempt. No answer. He texted back and said, not interested. Put in 6-month merchant. Okay, that's about it. So I'm thinking today is going to be one of those days where everybody I've called, no answer. And then the ones that do answer, it's like this. But that's okay. We still persevere. We keep moving forward. Let's go on to the next. Karen, okay. Tenants moved out 3 days ago, interested in selling, old and tired to manage, selling as is. Once anytime we want to see it. Where's this clear water? Clear water flower. Okay. 369. Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, Karen, good morning. How are you? This is Ben.
Oh. I'm sorry, who is this?
This is Ben. I was calling you back about your property there on Cyrus Avenue. You had spoken to my colleague. I think you said that your tenants had just moved out and you were thinking about selling it.
I have a contract on it. Are you a wholesaler?
A wholesaler?
I mean, are you an investor? You're not a real estate company looking for a listing, right?
No, I'm not trying to list the property. I'm trying to buy it myself. My background is I was in the military, just recently got out. And as far as wholesaling your property, I don't want to. I know about wholesalers. I'm not one.
Let me stop you. I think there's some confusion here. I'm sorry on my part. We have a contract on that property. We put it for sale for a few days, and you currently have a contract on it.
Oh, you have a contract on it. Okay. Maybe maybe we can be as a backup if that falls through. Would that be okay?
Well, let me write your name and number down. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
My cell phone now.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm curious.
Let me ask you something. Would you be interested in other properties, or was this a personal purchase?
I'd be interested in other properties for sure. You have others?
Okay, we have one right now, but it's a high end. It's like 600,000. Would that interest you? The one across the street is sold for $750,000, and they're sale throughout the neighborhood for $700,000 and $800,000.
Okay, yeah, I'd be interested in that. Can I see the address? Can you give me the address?
Yes, it's 1680 Ridge Top Way, Clearwater 33765, and it is currently vacant, and I could show it to you at any time. I'll be real honest with you, we don't have it advertised yet, but when we do, it's going to be 6 1/4. 6 1/4. We're needing to, when the neighborhood is not what the other one was by any means.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
It's just a reason. You can look it up on the tax roll. It's got a beautiful covered swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-2 with a 2-car garage, and it's in a lovely neighborhood. It's called Coachman Ridge.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
So if
And
you want to do a little diligence on that, I don't know what you do, look on the tax rolls or whatever, but
yep.
or even drive by. But if you're interested in seeing the inside, call me back in a couple days, and I'll be glad to walk over and show it to you because I live in the neighborhood.
Perfect. Perfect. So just I'm curious. You guys are investors. You buy properties and hold them or something.
No. We've rented homes for years.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
not this one. Not this one. This one's never been rented.
Uh-huh.
We've had several rental homes that we've rented and sold during the years, and
Mm-hmm.
we just happened to have 111 come available.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why you saw the Cirrus one, and we just decided we were going to get rid of that one. But
Mhm.
this one, this Ridgetop Way is we're selling for a friend, actually.
Oh,
They
gotcha.
never really lived in it. They're Canadians, so it needs updating, but the house is spotless because they never lived in it.
Mm-hmm.
They were the only owners. They came down like maybe 2 months a year, this big, beautiful home. And anyway,
Gotcha.
so
Yeah.
that's that.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm curious for 111. What sales price? What are you guys selling?
What were you gonna offer me?
Well, to be honest, I just have it up on Zillow. I see the Zillow estimated is 369. So I just want to see. I was just more curious, asking about the accuracy of Zillow.
Well, we didn't sell it for 360. We don't have a contract that high,
Mm-hmm.
but it did need a lot of work because the renters pretty much tore it up before they left. Not tore it up,
Gotcha.
you know,
Yeah.
they were heavy on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're comfortable with the cash offer we received. If it goes through, fine. If not, I'm gonna call you.
Well, maybe I can give you a little bit more if it needs updating. I mean, we can talk. Let me first.
I've signed a contract.
Yeah. Well, how long is the contract?
I think I have another week.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have another week, and they're gonna. Well, the closing is supposed to be July 10th or something, 15th, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I have another week for an inspection.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep your name and number handy, okay?
You got it. That's great. I'm gonna go and take a look at Ridgetop Way, and then I'll also call you back about that. Okay.
Okay, but call me back in a couple days because I got a lot of medical issues and I won't be home or able to answer the phone. But I do want you to call me back.
Okay.
Maybe even tomorrow or the next day, and I can show it to you if you're interested.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I'll tell you, I know you do diligence, you people, but
Mm-hmm.
the one across the street, the 3-2, just sold for $700, and it needed rehab also. This one doesn't need rehab; it needs updating.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just original stuff. But I will tell you this: it has 2 huge master baths. The bathrooms are like huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not huge, they're nice. They both have tub showers. They have a private door for the toilet. The bathrooms are awesome, but they need a little update.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So I will call you back in a couple days and I will do all my due diligence for sure. But you will be hearing from me, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Karen. And take care of yourself. I know you got those medical issues. I'll also keep you in my prayers.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, I'll
course.
talk to you in a couple days.
You got it, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day. So that looks good. She says that 700,000 for a house. They only want 6.25. that's a good discount. So that's how you do it. Like a lot of times I talk about how, you know, if you do this work, you can find properties that are discounted by 10. You know, like this one right here is discounted, I think, by at least 10%, probably more like 15% already. But we could probably go below 600,000 on this one. So for a cash offer. So let's roll with it. That's good. So we've had one good call so far, I think. So the streak is broken for today. I thought it was going to be one of those days I was describing earlier, but this is great. So what I do is I make notes just to kind of keep track of what we talked about, and then I set a task so that we have some action items, etc. So the first thing I'm going to do real quick is I want to do just a tiny bit of due diligence on this. So she said, let me see the address. I'm going to go back to Zillow. I'm going to try to look at the property real quick. Ridge Top Way. There it is. Okay. 644. So already we get a discount based on the Zillow estimate. Yeah. Oh yeah, it needs updating. Ooh. Be a nice rehab. That's for sure. This is so outdated. So now let me see over here. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run the comps real quick. And I want to make sure that what she's telling me is true, which she said the one across the street needed rehab. So I want to make sure that she sounds very honest, like really, really honest. Autofill, okay, 2, okay. Okay. All right, so they've owned it since 1983. This is like so crazy. This is so insane. Like if you invest in the right markets, it is so insane. Look, they bought it in 1983. This is what, 40 years ago. And yeah, exactly. June 30th, and today is June 20th. So almost exactly to the letter, 1983. And in 40 years, this property, they bought it for $29,000. And the potential for this property, she's right. The potential for the property is it can go as high as $811,000. She is right. So what she told me is true. I like it. Let me put these comps over here. So, okay. Very Karen. Karen is very nice. Her property is already under contract. She is supposed to close by July 15th. She will use me as a backup offer. But she offered me a different property. So I'm going to put this on here too. Confidence is 4, which is not ideal, but it's not bad. Okay, so I'm just making all these notes here. Okay, this property belongs to her friends who are old and in Canada. I think she said Canada, and never stay at the house, so she is helping them sell it. It is vacant, needs updating, verify this. She wants me to call her in a couple of days because she has medical issues and will be out dealing with them. This has solid potential according to comps I have seen. Okay, so let me just go one more. I'm checking, and this is good. I know it's boring, but you and I right now, we're analyzing deals to make sure that to grow our nest egg, we can do it. Like there's so many ways. Like we can go in and flip this property. I don't think that the play here. I don't think the play here is rental. This one is a flip, and according to what I'm looking at, we can go up to all the way $811,000. So if we do like a really nice flip, we'll buy it for like 600, put in like 50, 60,000 into it, maybe 70,000. And that's like $120,000 spread. So I put my money to work into the flip. You can put yours into the flip to work. It's just beautiful. And then we can, there's plenty of money in between to split. So now let me see the comps here. Transaction history, here's comps. Okay, she said the one across the street sold for like 700,000 and it needed, yeah, it sold for 692,000 and needed updating. This lady tells you the truth. Most sellers don't tell you the truth. There's a saying in real estate, sellers are liars, right? But she is right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me find it. MLS. Okay, so it should be on Zillow. The pictures of it should be on Zillow. Top Ridgeway. Okay. Yep, 691,000. Ooh, there are no pictures of it on Zillow. Okay. Maybe it was in realtor.com. Let's see if there's any pictures here. Yeah, there's 46 pictures. Let's see. Let's see if it really needed updating. Yes, it does. That's ugly cabinets. You just have a brand new fridge, which looks really nice. Countertops are ugly. Yeah, okay. Not too much updating, to be honest. Floors look nice. Tub is outdated. Bathroom is from the 70s. Okay. Let me see who's calling me. Okay, I'm getting a call back. Let me finish this. Okay. Okay. Great. So this, we just did due diligence, light due diligence on this property across the street, sold for $690K, but it was in better shape than this one. Okay. So I'd rather do the due diligence right now with you guys and with her. I will, when I call her, I already have everything prepared. Appointment set. Okay. Now I'm going to do an appointment here to call her in 2 days. Let's see. Yeah. This is a number that keeps calling. I don't know who they are. It's spam or something. Okay. She is selling her friend's house. Karen. Okay. Okay, perfect. Book appointment. Done. All right, so we will move on to the next one here. Tell you what, we've had success here. We have I have other calls to take care of and contracts and stuff. That's the problem with getting a ton of leads is like following up is very hard. So I'm gonna come back later on today and make another video because I gotta make more phone calls. But right now I have to go and work on some of these contracts and stuff. So, which is very exciting. I mean, it's a ton of stuff to do, but I'm running out of time and I can't make my videos as long as I used to. I try, but you know, sometimes I just can't. But I want you guys to be able to keep up. Like I said, contact me. The information is below. To contact me, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, be a part of the community, get involved. You know, don't just watch videos. I don't want you to binge watch videos. I want you to contact me and let's make something happen together. Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.